Hello everyone, this is Computer Experiments and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to see what are the differences between a SSD and a HDD, which one is better, and can we merge any two separate disks on any operating system. So let's get started. Now here let's see the difference between a SSD and a HDD. The first difference is the name only, that is SSD is solid state drive and HDD is hard disk drive. Here SSD uses electric circuitry and thus is very fast. But HDD uses mechanical components like this disk which is called flatter disk and this arm which is called actuator arm. It has a read or write head on its tip which helps it to read the disk. Now here you can see in the animation that the arm continuously strikes on the disk to help it read. But the problem comes here is due to continuously striking on the disk, what it happens is that some damages occur on the surface of the disk which as time passes gets weared off and thus it makes system more slow, and if you have applications installed that will take more time to load, and even the operating system will get slow and it will take more time to boot up, and different functions like copying and pasting will also become slower. But in case of SSD is the small microchips which help in data transfer through simple electric circuits. In this case what happens that there is no physical components, so therefore until unless there's any internal damage on the disk, if any one of the chips gets damaged then it will cause problem. Otherwise there is no problem with the SSD and thus it is way more long lasting than HDD. And the other functions like booting up of an operating system and application launching and functions like copy and paste is much faster. But here the thing is that the SSD is little costlier than the HDD. This is because the HDD uses simple mechanical components which are easier to fit, but the SSD uses complicated electric circuitry which makes it more costly. I will show you another slide which will let you understand the difference between a SSD and an HDD more precisely. Now here you can see that there is a domino stack. Now here when you push the domino at one end, it falls and it takes some time to fall. And here is one electric circuit which when the switch is closed, the bulb glows up. So here you can easily see that the current flowing through electric circuit is way much fast than the dominoes falling down. Same case is in the case of HDD and SSD. The domino stack is the HDD and the electric circuit is the SSD. So this is why SSD is more faster than HDD. Now here comes the question, which one is better, SSD or HDD? So from the above points we can clearly see that SSD is way better than HDD. But sometimes people use HDD because they are less costlier than SSD. But if you are planning to get a system or a laptop which you want to continue for many years, then I would prefer that you make a little more investment and buy the SSD one. Here another type has also come to the market, that is hybrid. In that case there is SSD also and HDD also. So you can take that one also. In that case you have to install the operating system on the SSD, and if you want to store any data you store it on the HDD, because for operating system booting and launching applications we don't want any lagging there, or we are attending any meeting we don't want due to system problems it is lagging. So that's why we make sure that the operating system is installed on the SSD, and if you want to store any data it is to be stored in any one, that is if you have SSD then it is SSD, or if you have HDD also then it can be HDD. So now let's see if we can merge any two separate disks on an operating system. So here I want to make one thing clear, that if you want to partition some part of the SSD and put it into the HDD, you cannot do that, because that means that you are literally cutting that part of SSD and putting into the HDD, which is not possible. Now I will show you about that practically also. So to do that, first we need to open disk management. To open disk management, either we can go to the file explorer and right click on this PC, then go to manage, and then here we go to disk management. This is the disk management window. Or we can right click on the Windows icon and then open disk management. Now here you can see that I have two separate disks. One is disk 0 and another disk 1. Here I do have a SSD and an HDD. The 1 TB or disk 0 is the HDD one and the disk 1 is the SSD one. Now let's say I want to make a partition of 50 GB from here and merge that into this disk 1. So to do that I will first create a 50 GB unallocated partition. Now I have already shown in my previous video that how to merge or partition any disk or drive. So you can check that video for any detailed information. I have given the link in the description. So here I want a partition of 50 GB, so I will multiply 50 into 1024. So it will be 51200 and then click on shrink space. Now here I have the unallocated space. Now if I want to merge into this, so I right click on this. Now here you can see that the extend volume is not highlighted, but in the previous case in that video, please don't try to delete this partition because this is the operating system or data partition you have. If you do that, then you will corrupt your operating system or you might lose your data, because this cannot be done. That's why no extend volume option is showing. Now I will merge this partition back into the disk 0 partition from which I created that. So here you can see that the extend volume option is available because it can be done. So I click on extend volume, then next, then finish. Likewise, if I create a 10 GB partition from here or any size you want, so I'll put down the value of 10 GB. Then I will click on shrink. You can see that 10 GB unallocated partition is created. Now if you right click on this, you can clearly see the extend volume option. But if you go on this and then click on next, then you can see that no drive or disk is listed here. So you cannot perform that operation. So same case in case of this drive also. Now I have shown you that we cannot merge or partition any two separate disks on any system. This same thing follows for other operating systems such as Mac or Linux. So that's it everyone. Thanks for watching this video. If you do like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and please do share and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you get updates on my latest videos.